Hey guys, happy Monday! Let's do a trailer breakdown. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good Monday. My name's Jake, and I'll be your host today. What I usually do is a comic movie equation. A comic movie equation is something where I take the movie, some sort of superhero movie or TV series, and see how it compares to the actual source material. Today we're not going to be doing that because I got a lot of movies I'm trying to work on right now. I'm going to actually do a trailer breakdown. So, if you guys watched the big game about 2 weeks ago, we got an Avengers trailer. 30 seconds, but man, was it something that just kept me on the excitement. So let's really break down this 30 seconds of gloriousness. So the first thing I'm going to talk about right off the bat is just the first couple seconds of the clip. And what we see in the first couple seconds of the clip is the typical like Marvel Studios and the flash of characters usually that they usually show, but in this one they're all like hinted in red, like kind of like what they did with Schindler's List, and they're all characters that have been dusted. Doctor Strange, Nick Fury, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Vision, and Scarlet Witch. Those are all dusted off characters. And then the whole dusting off of the Marvel Studio maybe be an end of the era, we might be thinking. I don't know. I mean, it's going on to year 11 now. So that's an interesting concept on that. The next thing we see is New York, the city that never sleeps, actually taking a snooze. It's all quiet, it's all dusty, and we see the Statue of Liberty surrounded by boats, which if you guys have been to the Statue of Liberty Island, you know that there's actually just one port. So maybe this is the safe haven that we see. Maybe this is where people are staying that were on those boats, or maybe it's where people were dusted and the boat just kind of landed in there somehow. We don't know, but we do know that that's a time jump now, which is good because it means that there's been some time that has happened since Infinity War. The next thing is the support group with that little poster saying, "Where do we go now that they're gone?" We hear then we see it's a straw Steve Rogers in a support group, kind of listening to Winter Soldier that Anthony Mackie did, that Falcon did in the whole Winter Soldier, and we hear him say, "Some people move on, but we don't."
Some people move on, but not us.
Next we see Iron Man and Gamora looking like they're working on something. I mean, it's reminiscing basically back to Iron Man 1, where he is making everything. He's making the first Iron Man costume. It really looks like that. We might be getting some sort of armor of some sort. Maybe it's the rescue armor that we've been hinted at, what Paltrow's been hinting at. If you guys have been following, here's some pictures. I mean, she's going to be wearing that, and which I'm excited for to see that. And then the next shot we see is a couple of the Avengers, Captain America, War Machine, and two others, and an obvious spot, like they're looking up to the sky, something's arriving. Maybe it's Captain Marvel, maybe it's Stark coming down, maybe it's Thanos, we don't know. But the thing that everyone's talking about is the obvious gap that there's in between War Machine and the other, and between gap, there's an obvious gap, meaning that there might be something CGI'd out of them. Maybe it's Captain Marvel that we're seeing, kind of like what they did with Spider-Man. When Spider-Man was introduced, they CGI'd him the whole time. In those two fight scenes, they CGI'd him out so that they could, keep it a secret until the big reveal. We don't know what's going to happen, guys. Could be anyone. Then the next thing we see, which I think is really cool reminiscence, is Rocket. Now Rocket, if you pay attention to the coloring, what he's wearing, he's very much wearing his Dan Abnett suit. What I mean by the Dan Abnett suit is that Dan Abnett wrote the Guardians of the Galaxies when they kind of that team that you know about nowadays, and they wore a blue and kind of red outlined look, and it's a cool look. I mean, I think it's phenomenal, and I think it's kind of cool that they're bringing that reminiscence back. You also see where he's in kind of like some sort of coastline, because we see like a lobster trap there, we see a whole bunch of other stuff, so maybe he's with Thor. Next we see is Scarlet Witch having a braid and starting to do target practice. If you pay attention to the other targets, she's not missing her mark, so she's definitely got some anger issues going on, something's going on. And having a braid kind of also tells you that there's some sort of time jump, because to make a braid, I mean, you have to have long hair. So yeah, there's something going on there. Next we see that Scott Lang and War Machine are getting into the fight, so some sort of imminent threat's coming. We don't know what. Maybe it's Thanos, maybe it's a Skrull. I don't know. It's something big coming. And then next we see Thor kind of just pondering, looking, and then walking outside. People are theorizing where he's at. So the one theory I'm going to go with, and I believe it's really that, is he's in Norway. Because if you guys watch Thor Ragnarok, that's where they found Odin. And Odin saying that, you know, this is the, I mean, come on, Norway is where the Norse mythology began. So where would be the greatest place to kind of land on Asgard, or make new Asgard, just make it Norway? The other theory that everyone's saying is that he's on Titan and he's taking refuge and just trying to hunt down Thanos. I don't think that's going to be the case, because I think Thor's going to need time to recover, and I think this is going to be his kind of, going to Norway would be the way I personally say it would be a good job to go. And then what next we see is Hawkeye, or actually I'm going to call him Ronin, because he's in his Ronin costume and he's looking at something, something's coming at him, it's a red light, so some sort of maybe ship, or some imminent threat, or some bomb, or something, we don't know what. And then the last thing we see is either, I can't tell if he's tightening it, or if he's letting it go. But it's a Cap shield. And he's either putting it on, he's tightening it, or he's loosening it and letting it fall. Which is interesting, because we know that Cap doesn't have that shield. So is he maybe grabbing it from the museum that we see in Captain America Winter Soldier? You know, where he walks back and he steals the costume? So is it one of those? Or maybe did he find it from Stark? Did Stark like give it a hint of where it was? We don't know, guys. Or maybe, you know, War Machine gave it to him. He knows the coordinates. And then we see that famous phrase, the thing that says, "Not us," which kind of gets me kind of weirded out, because after listening to it saying, "Not us," it doesn't sound like Chris Evans.
Not us.
I mean, really listen to it. I can't figure out who that sounds like. They could either be Doctor Strange saying "Not us," or maybe Tony Stark saying, or maybe it's, you know, Robert Downey Jr. saying "Not us." But then we see people lining up and they're walking towards something. And again, there's that obvious gap where they're all lined up, except for like an obvious gap between War Machine and someone else, and literally it's a gap. I mean, there's someone there. We don't know who. It could be Captain Marvel. It could be, you know, someone that they might want to surprise on us. Maybe it's, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, guys, with that. So that's the breakdown that I can really give you on that. There's not a lot going on it, but I mean, honestly, I can't wait to see more that's going to happen. This is the first movie that I'm really watching a lot of the trailers, because they've already said it, that they're not going to give away, at least the trailer's going to be, the movie's going to be about 3 hours. We know that for a fact. Will there be an intermission? We don't know about that. But we do know that they've already confirmed that this is going to be, the trailers will only be showing only 20 minutes maybe of the clip. So they're going to be spanned out, those clips are going to be spanned out of the first 20 minutes of the movie. Think about it, guys, we're getting a 3-hour movie, we're only going to see 20 minutes of it? Holy cow, smart moves on that. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, were you excited or more confused when you saw the Super Bowl Avengers Endgame trailer? Let me know down in the comments down below. And as always, guys, have a good Monday. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not. Hit the little bell so you never miss out on the live streams and giveaways that we do on this channel. And as always, guys, have a good Monday and peace out.